New York Times editorial board says Republicans are to blame for enabling the rise of political violence. Quote, a healthy democracy requires both political parties to be fully committed to the rule of law and not to entertain or even tacitly encourage violence or violent speech. While there have been recent episodes of violent left-wing extremism, for the past few years, political violence has come primarily from the right.
Beverly Hallberg is the president of District Media Group and fellow at the Independent Women's Forum and joins us now. Beverly, what do you make of this point of view?
Well, I think the New York Times has a short memory because they conveniently left off some very notable examples of left-wing violence. For example, the attacks on crisis pregnancy centers following the Roe v. Wade overturn, and also leaving off the Black Lives Matter Antifa riots of 2020. And look, they are correct. All violence is wrong. We should be looking at any type of violence as something that should be looked at in a very poor way and something that we should be rolling back. But at the same time, they seem to focus only on one side of it, claiming that roughly half of the country, Republicans, are responsible for this type of violence. And they also focused on another part, and this is the idea of free speech, claiming that free speech is an emotionally charged language and that is where this violence originates from. And this has really been a bedrock of Democrats. Now we're seeing it in media institutions where they don't attack actual violence and look at all examples of that. They actually say that free speech, that when people speak out, that is actual violence. And that's just really damaging, especially from a media institution that should be looking at the importance of debate and discussion.
Yeah, is there any hope of curtailing actual violence, as we need to preface it by, if mainstream media, New York Times and the like, continue to push thoughts like this?
I mean, look, I think it's going to be difficult because when you confuse what actual violence is, when you tell people, especially young Americans, that speech is violence or that even silence is violence, then you're polarizing the country even further. And really, the way that we get to the bottom of our issues and actually work through the differences we have as Americans, it stems from the ability to have good discourse and good debate. So the more we attack speech as being the conduit for violence, I actually think we're going to increase in violence because that's when people feel like they have no recourse other than to do something other than talk about these issues.
Yeah, the New York Times also criticized the reinstatement of Trump's Twitter account. So when you have the New York Times, one of the largest newspapers in the world, calling for the shutdown of free speech, it's really quite notable, as you're pointing out. There's also this related to Dr. Anthony Fauci. He said yesterday that he would testify before Congress to defend his record, but he also took a dig at Republicans. Watch this.
Republican House has said that they're going to, and that's fine with me.
You'll appear.
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm very much in favor of legitimate oversight. They've clearly politicized it. I'm not political at all. But it is very clear when people are running their campaigns with an anti-Fauci element to it. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so he says he's not political, but the attacks against him are. What's your takeaway from that comment?
Who was surprised that Dr. Fauci is on another media tour? He loves the spotlight. He loves the press. I think he's going to be sad when he leaves his position next month. I think all of us are ready for him to leave. But look, this is a preemptive effort by him to try to make these upcoming hearings, which are legitimate, where people should get answers from Dr. Fauci, where his opinions change so many people's lives. He's trying to make this about him being a victim, that this is somehow a political witch hunt against him, when he is the one who is responsible for so many of the decisions that did change people's lives. So look, he's going to make it about him. He's trying to downplay the importance of these hearings. He's going to say that Republicans are making this very political. But I think many of us would look at Dr. Fauci and say he's the one who's been political all along.
Beverly Hallberg, thank you very much for joining us here on a Monday. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Beverly.
Thanks, guys.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.